talk way too much, bro. You talk way too much.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I can back it up. I told you.
Well, you back it up with who? Who you back it up with?
What's your fighter? It could be either one. It don't matter to me. I'm here, baby.
Yeah, you hear it, but you don't fight nobody, bro.
Okay.
What it do? Another day. It's your guy B3 Picks, man. I'm back again. Uh, you know, preparing for this haircut I'm about to go get, man. Shout out to Mr. C. He pushed my appointment back. So unfortunately, you know, my time is all messed up today. But if you don't want to be on the next man time, uh, you gotta cut your own hair. That's just what it is. Um, so I can't really, be too mad at him. It is what it is, but definitely messed up the flow of my day. So I mean, we gonna go with it. But listen, shout out to everybody that come in the building, man. When y'all first come in, make sure y'all smash the like button. If you're not following the channel, follow the channel. We working. And shit, this may be a real short live because I'm not gonna stay on here all day. I'm just gonna say my piece and I'll keep it moving for real. Um Man, a lot of stuff is just it's a lot of just disingenuous people out here. It's a lot of people that say things and they don't really mean what they say. Uh and people that step on your toes and think you don't see it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, niggas ain't got no toes. How about that? That's how people carry it. They carry it like shit. We ain't got no toes. So I mean, if that's how you carrying it, bruh. It is what it is, man. I still got to do my thing. I still got to keep it moving, man. You know, time and time again, we want the best, for people. Me personally, I be wanting the best for people. I want to see people grow. I want to see people prosper. That's just how I came up. But it's not like that for everybody, man. And a lot of times we get a lot of cap artists, man. People will cap. People will say things they don't mean, and then because you like a person, you ain't gonna say nothing, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Tank Davis one of my favorite fighters. And I had to kind of fall back from Tank because in the competitive sport of boxing, he told us that he ain't asked for the top guys. He didn't want to fight him. Uh, Salute to my brother Tim Lay, and God bless you, bro. Appreciate you, family. Um, and I just wanted to speak on this real quick. If the guys come in, they can say their piece and then we can move on and talk about other things. I know High Rod was on my ass talking about why are you talking about Tank? I'm like, bruh, you gotta understand something. Uh some people Tank is polarizing for one, but that he's somebody that I care about in the sport. He's somebody that I want to talk about. He's somebody that I want to discuss. He's the polarizing figure to me. Now, if y'all want to do a show topic about Virgil Ortiz or Teofimo Lopez, respect to those good guys, and have six people show up, nobody have an opinion about it, then you do that. That's your business. That's what you do. Go ahead and do a show about Sebastian Fondora. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, the masses don't care. When the masses cared about Virgil, when they were saying that Boots was ducking him. Outside of that, they wasn't jacking him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be honest with you. Uh, I need people to be real with themselves. You know what I'm saying? Tank told us he wanted Undisputed to sell a pay-per-view. He told us he wanted to fight Devin to sell a pay-per-view. And I mean, it was nasty work. Now, if you can't come to the forefront and say, yeah, the brother didn't follow through, then you just a disingenuous person. I can't trust you. That's just what it is. And man, listen, if you put something in my face, if you put a piece of paper in my face and I can't call it a piece of paper, I'm lying to myself and I'm lying to you. That's just what it is. So I'm tired of people capping about the business this and Devin Haney was over. You know, he got paid too much. His salary was too high to fight Tank, and uh you know, Bill Haney was talking too much about Tank. So, you know, they didn't it wasn't, you know, they didn't Tank wanted to stall him out and freeze him out. Man, that's all well and good. If that's your perspective, you know, if that's what you want these to believe, man, go ahead and believe it, man. You can't say in one breath that a brother is talking crazy and you want to starve him out, but then in the second breath you say, well, the last person that was talking crazy, I shut him up, I beat his ass. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole bunch of picking and choosing going on. Uh, that's what people like to do. People like to pick and choose. They like to move around various things, and 9 times out of 10, they not gonna keep it 100. They not gonna keep it a stack. Most majority of people I've noticed, they not gonna keep it 100 with you. They gonna lie. They gonna rob from you. They definitely gonna steal from you. So you gotta be cognizant out here. You gotta have your brain sharp. You gotta have your motor functions in order. You gotta have your sword on you. You gotta have all these things. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm just thankful to be in this position to be able to create content, to still be alive and well, man. This brother got unalived last night for his opinions or his standpoints or his views, right? Now, we don't know who is behind this attack. But needless to say, your words matter. They should count for something. And I say that to say, don't tell me something and do something else. You know, if you say you wanna uh, you know, fight certain guys, or you have a list of guys, um, show up. You know, put them on your resume. Don't have a cherry pick going wrong or anything of that nature. You know, fight the guys that you had on the list that you said you wanted. So I mean, that's just really what it is, man. I was going to do a YouTube live. I did this just to see if anybody was going to jump on for the day. But I mean, I could tell you, a lot of niggas is spineless, yo. A lot of niggas don't got no backbone. They'll talk tough on the internet. They'll say this and they won't show their face. They won't pull up. They won't do none of that stuff. So it's a lot of clown activity going on. You know, a lot of people that you know that is untrustworthy, man. So they'll I mean, and there's some people, man, they'll defend certain guys, man. I can't believe the defense. This defense is salute to my brother Marky Dan, man. Appreciate you, Marky.
Salute,
Uh
salutes.
what's good, bro? So yeah, so I was just saying, man, it's a lot of I just feel like, you know, it's a lot of people that's being disingenuous right now. They not calling what it is that, you know, if I give you a list of guys and I don't fight none of them, if I tell you I'm going to do something, I don't do it, Marky. You know, what does that make me?
A liar.
So that's what I'm
Went
saying.
out.
So we got it. So, but see, here's the thing. And then I defend, and then you gonna defend it. And then say, let's say you my homeboy, and you see that I'm a liar. You not gonna call me out? You not gonna hold
Uh,
my feet to the fire? Come on, man.
I mean, absolutely. If it's about boxing, but if it's about some serious shit, I probably pull you to the side and let you know, like, yeah, nah, bro, that's not a good look for you, bro. Like, you need to fix that shit. Like, you can't be out here lying and then I'm standing next to you and then niggas say, oh, I'm hanging with a liar. Like, nah, I can't get down with you like that. Like, integrity means a lot to me. But, I mean, if just play, I mean, I see the shit every day, B3. Like I say, I do the politics. So I watch niggas swear by men you would swear that that's their father or someone, that's their grandfather or their cousin or their brother. Some of these people never met these politicians in their life, but they will act like that's Jesus Christ. They up there defending. I don't. So it like nothing really surprised me, especially I assume you talking about Tank. I assume you talking about the Grease Boys.
Man, it's disgusting, bro. If he when he said after the Rolly fight that he was going to pursue Devin Haney, and then he didn't put out any notes say make his ass stay at 135. Put it out there to the public. I want his ass as soon as I can. I want his ass
Whoa,
in December.
whoa.
Pause. Well, hold on. I gotta play. I gotta play this for myself. There, hold on. Let me say this. Hold on, I got my clip.
Thing is, you only got to fuck up once. Be a little slow, be a little late, just once.
Hey, pause on that. But that's what I. This is what I'm saying though. And we can kick it to other stuff. If other people come in, we can move the conversation. I could change the thumbnail back. We could do whatever. But I just wanted to come on here and say, man, uh, I want people to be genuine, man. I want people to be honest, yo. And every time, if you got an excuse for a nigga, every time, I mean, every situation you got a new you believe it, you could say, oh well, Devin get paid too much, or oh, these dudes ain't bringing nothing to the table, they ain't sold nothing. Oh well, they don't, we got the same fan base, we cutting into the same pot. Or they'll say belts don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It's time and time again, it's all these excuses, and niggas is still doing it. They still saying the same old stuff. It's tired. I'll be tired of doing that. Bruh, if I wasn't Pat, bro, I love the sport of boxing, right? And Tank Davis is one of my favorite fighters, right? So people are going to see that, they're going to say, well, why are you hard on Tank? No, bruh. This is a sport. We want to see Tank competing at the top level against the top names. That's it. We want him to do what he said he
And and
wanted to
and,
do.
and so the fuck, what if you're hard on Tank? Who the fuck is Tank that you can't criticize this nigga?
Come on now. Salute to my brother Juan.
What the fuck is they talking about? Like that shit really get under my skin.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we
Oh,
got.
why you talking about Tank? Why you always why you hate Tank? I don't care about the nigga. He don't fight nobody I care about. He fighting bums and YouTubers and fucking B-level fighters. Come on, bro. These niggas just annoy me. They a bunch of grease boys. Bunch of fucking booty boys. Like that. Like, I swear to God, you would swear this nigga is they family. He don't care about you niggas. You see, we talked about it the other day when one of the fan approached him on Instagram respectfully. He said, "Man, Tank, we love you, man. We've been riding with you for forever, but you gotta go and get that. You gotta go and get your get back with Lamont Roach. We need to see that." Tank told that bitch ass nigga, "Shut the fuck up and be a fan." He basically told that man, "Shut up, bitch.
Yep.
I'm sick of these niggas."
Oh, but hey, but let him go get his money, Marky. Let him get his money. Don't why the brother can get his money, right? Come on, man. That's what.
Hey, man. Listen, I don't got time for the nonsense for that nonsense. Those people are they need to be sterilized so they don't have no more fucking kids so they can reproduce more dumbasses in the human race. I mean that shit. I mean it. I put my name behind a statement like that. They could call me a fascist, somebody that supports genocide to the Grease boys. I can't stand them. Get them out of here.
See, they not keeping it 100. If they would be on, listen, let me play this one more time for the people, man. I don't. It's probably gonna play all through, but let me just play this for you. And this is their favorite. And hold on, this is your favorite fighter. Listen what he said.
You talk way too much, bro. You talk way too much.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I can back it up. I tell you.
Well, you back it up with who? Who you back it up with?
What's your fighter? I ain't to be either one. It don't matter to me. I'm happy.
Yeah, you hear it, but you don't fight nobody, bro.
Okay.
Bro, that's you know, that's kind of crazy. Earl said that shit with his fighter sitting right there.
Right. He had to say it right there, but he know
Nah,
that Frank was new to boxing. He was somebody that was still building. That's why they said, he should have took the fight in a couple years. Even Tank said that. He's like, nah, you a few years away, bruh. So I mean, they know what time it is. And that shout out to the beauty for the day, the B3 beauty of the day.
most deaf,
Um
most deaf, most deaf.
yeah, so if you need the Instagram, just hit me up. I'll let you know. But I mean, it time and time again, man. It's unfortunate. I couldn't find all the clips. It's funny that when I go online, right, and I look for clips, positive clips about a Devin Haney. Hey, can I find them? Have you seen me play one, Mark?
Nah, people hate the nigga.
Hey, listen, people hate that motherfucker with a passion. They won't even play nothing positive. They won't even make a real positive clip
Like
about it.
it just shows me in a world where a lot of people consider Barack Obama to be corrupt, and they
Mhm.
consider Donald Trump to be like some type of savior for the American people. That just shows me right there. Devin Haney is a microcosm of that, of how social media has made people retarded. Excuse my
Mhm.
language. Has made people stupid.
Yeah.
Devin Haney is a clean cut kid. You don't see him running up on women and mushing them in the face at basketball games. You don't hear weird fucking 911 calls of baby mothers saying that, oh, he's trying to kill me. And then he goes and impregnates the bitch again. We don't see him out here ducking fighters and telling his fans to shut up and be a fan. He don't do none of that. We literally sat here and watched a whole section body make up a belt specifically to duck Devin Haney. And niggas like tried to hold that over and said, ha ha, Devin Haney, you're not gonna get the fight. Ha ha, if you weren't so bored, maybe you'd get the fight. You're not a ticket seller. Why should they fight you? Like I what like the shit I watched this young man go through is just crazy. A nigga on drugs. A nigga came into the ring on drugs. At no point in the history of sports do we glorify nigga. Like when a nigga tests positive for drugs, he's supposed to be a pariah. Like that's supposed to be
Mhm.
universal, not just throughout boxing, that's throughout sports. Niggas prop up Ryan Garcia. Section bodies prop up Ryan Garcia. Media people prop up Ryan Garcia.
Mhm.
Bro, I'm getting a little too angry this morning, but nah, I watch how Devin Haney gets treated, and it's crazy. It's insane.
It's definitely insane, but to counter that, uh, and it's funny that the same people that you're referring to, they'll overlook Ryan's transgressions, right? And tell me if you know why they do it.
He got the complexion for the protection. He's a pretty little light skinned boy from
And
Stockton, California.
now, if you a Tank fan, why would you do it?
I don't know.
It's
I really don't
because
know.
he made Tank millions of dollars, and they'll always love Ryan for generating that revenue and
Oh
having
yeah,
that big
yeah,
fight.
yeah.
It's a
Tank
hundred,
got $1 million, but man, been on $1 million pay per view buy. Had $1 million pay per view buys. You're right. You're right.
and that
Nigga could
put
wave that around.
100%. So they'll overlook Brian's transgressions or say and give him credit for his resume or whatever the case may be, who he fought, he'll fight and all this other stuff. They'll verbally say this. Uh, I'm gonna be honest with you. Ryan Garcia, he's just distasteful to me. I mean, after the WBC is nasty, they didn't even want to penalize him until he said F Muslims. He already had disparaged blacks and cheated Devin Haney. But and they didn't suspend him until he said F Muslims. So that kind of goes to show you that everybody has their own agenda, bruh. Everybody, and these people have, and that's what I'm saying. And I started this live. It's a lot of disingenuous people going around. They're not keeping it 100. They're not going to call a spade a spade. They're not going to put their face on it. Pause. And at the end of the day, uh, to be honest with you, I mean, see, listen, I'm in the creative space now. Thank God, I'm in a position I can do this, but it's gonna get to a point where I have to say, fuck a few people, man, respectfully, as my brother Dub would say. And it's sad that you got to do that, but everybody is not for you, you know. And the people show it time and time again that you know they'll say one thing and they'll do another. I mean, it's every day. It's just every day. It's every day. I'm gonna be consistent. That when you come to B3, if you see me, I'm gonna be consistent. You know what I'm saying? I give my shirt to it, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? If I have it, I give it. Ain't no big deal. But that's just the type of guy I am. Everybody's not like that, man. Some people just want to move the status quo. Some people want to um protect certain people. Listen, you don't it don't it's listen, man. This is how I do, bruh. If you doing the right thing, I'ma support you. It's just that simple. In anything in life, for the youth, that goes for anybody. If you doing the right thing, I'm a stand up for you and I'll support you. If you doing wrong, it depending on what the severity of it is, I may call you out, or I may talk to you on the side depending on what it is. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be dishonest, and I'm not gonna be untrustworthy. You gonna get it from me straight. I'm gonna be honest. And salute to my brother Juan Claudio in the building. Appreciate you, Juan, pulling up. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Make sure y'all smash the like button. If you ain't followed the channel, follow the channel. We working. I got my brother Marky Dan, the historian. Make sure y'all lock in with him on Democracy 101. And my brother Juan Claudio. Make sure y'all follow my brother Juan Claudio as well. He's doing great things. What's going on, Juan? Can you talk?
Yeah, I'm good with y'all.
Man, what's good, Juan? I'm about to start moving around a little bit, but and I gotta get ready for this little haircut appointment I got. But let me ask you this, Juan.
What's up?
Uh
Salute to my
what's it?
brother
I'm
Juan
gonna
in
be
Puerto
honest.
Rico. Salute to my brother.
Juan, I'm gonna be honest. People are not being consistent, man, and that's what the kind of the lie for the day is. Uh, Tank told us that he wanted to go for undisputed. He put out a list. He said he wanted these names. And he still hasn't given it to us, man. He still hasn't looked to even make these fights. And a lot of times he gets protected. People say, well, he was with Floyd, or well, these guys are pulling from the same fan base, or Devin Haney gets paid too much. Man, what's your take on just this whole situation, Juan? And do you feel like people kind of gotta be a little more honest when it comes to the situation?
Motherfuckers need to stop fucking meat riding. That's what they need to stop doing, honestly. Tell you the truth. That's been too much meat riding for me. A grown man sitting here and defending another grown ass man. You telling me right in your face right now that this grown ass man you gonna defend it for, but you're not gonna do that for family members.
Shut up and be a fan.
Hmm.
Bro, motherfuckers got me fucked up, bro. Dudes be sitting here fucking writing dudes happy birthday and they barely know him. But can't even do that to their own. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. It's like, y'all
Mm.
some weirdos, bro. Real life weirdos.
Man, man. I mean that's real. I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself. Unfortunately, that's what we got today, man. I think people I don't know, man. I don't know what if somebody kind of got a hold on them. I don't know if it's a a spiritual thing. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna be honest, man. Uh, it's just disgusting, bro. I'm gonna be real. I mean, cause for you, the grown men, uh, not calling it what it is, not holding them to the fire. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my brother Piero Cerro. Um, and listen, I wish I could wrench my brother Piero up. Piero, I only can wrench up on YouTube lives, but you already know you're my brother. And the link is pinned, and just in case you want to pull up. But and we could switch the topic. It depends on how, I'm probably only gonna do about an hour, but I can come back. Marquee one, if y'all available later on, I could do another stream. We could talk about something else, but I just had to kind of get this off my chest because like I had to do a lot of other day, and guys was kind of giving Ryan credit. I'm like, okay, so we gonna give Ryan credit, right? Now we know he pretty much sold himself out, and he told us he sold himself out, said he'll never do that again. And when it came to the tank fight, like he cut himself down to 136, and he put himself on a rehydration clause, right, for the bag. Um, and people won't come out and say, man, Ryan was that was a cash grab, but quick to say Crawford moving up to fight Canelo was a cash grab. And I'm like, how is like y'all gotta keep it consistency. Come on, man. Read between the lines. If it's a prize fighting and all the guys fighting for money, call it what it is. Just say, man, these is prize fighters. They fighting for the bread. You know what I'm saying? But call it down the middle. Call it fair is fair. Salute to the queen, the beautiful queen, Miss Joette. Always showing love. I appreciate you. Um, Miss Joette, she probably going. Hey, listen, she may not be in here too long today, and I love Miss Joette. uh, but Miss Joette, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, right? I'm sick and tired of every people not keeping it consistent. Keep people being disingenuous, right? Now, if I tell you I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. Or I'm at least do my best to try to do it. I'm at least you gonna be like, well, he tried. Juan, Marky, can y'all hear me? Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
gonna at least be like,
Absolutely.
okay, that nigga tried.
yeah. Nah, and you 100% correct. You know what the problem is? The problem is that these fans, and especially younger fans, I don't want to say it's always all the older fans. It's always the younger fans that be sitting here. Like the other day, I had to get into like a whole argument in a YouTube comment section because dudes were sitting here like I'm like, yeah, you sitting here disrespecting one fighter, but you don't even know half of the fighters of another. This dude's fault. Like one dude with 10 years undisputed, the pound for pound #1. Like where we going with this? You know what I'm saying? So it's like you sitting here arguing with somebody that knows the sport. I can tell you right now, you don't know the sport from the shit that you're just saying.
Hold on, Juan. Your audio is going crazy right now.
Nah, you going in a you choppy up B3. One is good.
Oh, that's me. Oh, that's me. Go ahead, Juan. Y'all cook. Let me move. Y'all cook. Let me move around real quick.
Nah, Juan. I mean, like I agree 1,000%. Meat boyism. I don't know when it started, man. I think it started around the turn of the century with social media and the internet. That's one of the drawbacks of new media. It's too many voices. You know what I'm saying? There are some important voices that's been added, some important independent voices that's been added by social media and new media. But then you get a lot of dumbasses and retards that don't need to be a part of the conversation. You get a lot of biasness because people who aren't journalists or who aren't anchors on TV, they never went to school to learn about journalistic integrity and about ethics when you out here giving information or you out here talking about things that haven't been confirmed. So I mean, like, I don't think it's gonna get better. I think this shit only gets worse from here.
I tell you
And
the truth.
these little
And
spaces like B3, like BVO, or wherever else, these little spaces where we could come up here and talk the real, it's gonna get to we gonna start to shrink, bro. I'm telling you, we
yeah,
like the last bastion. It's like a fucking zombie apocalypse of just retards outside, and we all inside of a building huddled together trying to survive. You know what I'm
you know what
saying? Trying to
the issue is just a lot of them. Like in it, and I hate to say it, a lot of them don't know the history of certain things or something like that. Like the turn of the century.
All right, I'm
Yeah,
back.
no,
How my
absolutely. Your
am I
audio
coming
good.
through?
Your audio is good.
Oh, okay. My little icon not moving. Okay, no, Miss Joy, I was gonna start typing, but I'm driving right now. Appreciate everybody in the building. Make sure y'all smash the like button. If you haven't followed the channel, follow the channel. We working. Um, I missed a little bit of what y'all was saying, but let me just say this, man. Uh, people have a lot of energy for certain things, right? I feel like they don't keep it the same. You know what I'm saying? If I see an injustice or if I see something that's wrong, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna speak on it. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I come. That's how I carry it. If I but also like you saying, if somebody's ducking, we gotta call it out. If it's a blatant duck, we gotta call it out. You know what I'm saying? But if I can find an excuse every time for a person, what is that doing? I'm enabling that person. Man, people gotta just use good judgment, man. You enable a person if you make an excuse for them every time. Hello? I mean, I'm just Marky, what am I saying anything wrong here?
No, you're speaking the facts. I mean, you enabling the bull crap. You're really a
Right.
part of it. You accepting it.
Hmm.
You accepting niggas taking knees and then referees starting counts and then stopping counts and asking said fighter that took the knee, hey, what happened? That's like nothing to them niggas. They just cool with it. They still think
Yep.
Tank should have won the fight, regardless of if a knockdown was scored. I never met no niggas like these in my entire life. Like we in the dark days, like niggas, like I could watch something on the internet. I could watch a man get beat half to death, and I see the man get beat half to death, and there will be other people who watch that exact same clip and will say, "Well, I mean, yeah, he got beat to death, but nah, he didn't really get beat to death. Nah, man, nah, he got some good shots in." What are we talking about? Like that's really how it feels today. It feels like up and down when I talk to some of these niggas, especially the grease boys. I dealt with
Yeah.
it for years, B3, until it just got to the point like, man, you niggas win. This nigga's gonna continue to fight these sub-level competition. He's gonna continue to not give a fuck about what I got to say or what you niggas got to say. Why should I care?
Right.
I really
Nah,
don't
I'm with
care.
you.
Like that's the point I got to with this nigga. I do not care.
And yeah, and like I was good to see Najee and Greg Hackett when they kind of they ran back the fight and scored it round by round, and both of them kind of have it score for Lamont, even not even including the knockdown. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we know what we saw. I just feel like Tank, Lamont picked it up at the end and Tank didn't. That's just really what it was. But needless to say, you will have some that's going to defend, excuse. And I got to say this. If you got an excuse every time for a person, they will never grow. There will be no growth. You know what I'm saying? And we don't even, and I'm not even talking about personal things. I love to keep it boxing, but it's everything relates to life. So, Marky, if you were my son or you were my brother, and I made excuses every time you did something, you know where you gonna end up? You know what the world gonna do to you? You know what these one of these people out here gonna do to you?
They probably gonna put me to bed, have me snoring on the sidewalk.
And let's just hope that's the least that happens. Because back in the day when dudes was out of order, God forbid, you might get curb stomped. These people, man, listen, the world is not playing with cats, man. And that's why I tell you, cats come on the internet, they talk crazy, they talk tough, they talk sometimes like they ain't got no sense, because it's really nobody that's putting hands on them. It's nobody
Exactly.
grabbing them. That's for one, and that's the tough love. It's unfortunate that in this era, that's what we have to do. YNs, they call them YNs. I hate that terminology, but young people, they only at this stage in life, it's like they only respond to violence. You know what I'm saying? You can't just you can't reason with people no more. You can't just be honest. You can't just tell them like it is and just, hey, this is what it is. You gotta almost threaten people in this era to get your point across. So man, I just feel like we have to kind of keep it consistent. We definitely have to stop enabling people. This is and people think, oh, it's a show about Tank. This is a show about life. This is the Tank thumbnail bring people in. They gonna click on. They gonna say, "Ooh, Tank," but it ain't. This ain't all. This man, listen. This is bigger than Tank. This is about people. This is about how you're representing yourself. How people, what are you doing for the public? How the public viewing you? You know what I'm saying? And then also, if you're an enabler and you a tastemaker or people view your content, who's to say that these people are not gonna take on these same characteristics of enabling? And salute to my brother Pure Sorrow in the building and Define Irony. I appreciate y'all for pulling up today. Thank y'all. We working. I'm just going on. I'm gonna be on for probably about another 30 minutes just cooking. I kind of want to get y'all thoughts. If y'all want to speak about the fight, I got the fight pulled up too. Y'all let me know what y'all want to talk about. But and shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all smash the like button. If you haven't followed the channel, follow the channel. And people showed up and showed love yesterday on the day live. It was a long live, so I probably will do another one once I step out of my appointment, my haircut appointment. And then just in case people want to get up and cook again, because that was good yesterday. But I gotta ask y'all this: what's y'all take on just a lot of enabling in boxing? Like, there's always an excuse for your favorite fighter. Um, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it doesn't help them grow. It doesn't help us grow. We don't evolve in life where
It's a
we enable.
reflection on society.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
what it is. I mean, it trickles down to sport, to everything. Um, the enabling of parents. Then, because I mean, when you're a kid, when you're growing up, you're not gonna do what somebody tells you to do. You're gonna do what you see somebody doing. You're gonna pattern what you see them do. That's why you never should argue with your spouse in front of your kids. For example,
That
I was
part.
taught that from an early age. Like you should never air your dirty laundry in front of other of your kids, nephew, whatever the case may be, because you can tell me not to do that, but if I see you, you're my example. So I am going to pattern what I see you do, because I don't distinguish necessarily between what's right and what's wrong on that age. And by the time you grow up, bro, it's too late. So
No, that's a great point, brother.
yeah.
No, my fault,
It's
yeah.
just Yeah,
Oh,
it's
that
just
was
a
it.
no, no. That's just a fact. You model behavior from your parents. Like kids do not come up. Kids are not born with a function of knowing. They have a
Exactly.
function of learning. So you can tell me all day long, respect other people, respect women. But if I see you come home every single day, you just mad, and the first thing that's out of place, you just start wailing on everybody. What you think I'm gonna do when I get out here on the streets and I'm a grown man and I run into something that might frustrate me, or I might run into something that I don't agree with? I'm just gonna go loose. I'm just gonna go ham.
Yeah.
And that's how these little niggas are on the internet. These tank grease boys. They don't got the balls to actually step outside their house and do most of the shit they talk about. They
You
talk
know what?
about smacking niggas for tank.
You
Go
know. You know
smack
what the issue.
somebody.
You know what? You know what the issue is though. The issue is social media itself has given so much access to how do you say it, to the fighters. Like 20, 30 years ago, this really didn't happen. Like
Yeah.
you didn't know Trinidad kind of went broke for a little bit until news outlets and stuff like that, they gave that to you. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Now he's better, but you didn't know that he was broke. Only certain people that were around certain circles knew that. Like, oh, this motherfucker went broke. or that Fernando Vargas had kids at an early, like people didn't really know that until outlets, they let them know, like, oh, well, he has kid, da da, da, or he had these financial problems, da da da. Like people don't know. Social media has become such a thing where you're involved in so much of their lives that people don't understand that. You got content creators that throw away millions, like dudes that throw away millions because they did something stupid on camera. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a side effect. There's an effect, and then there's a side effect to what happens today in social media. You don't We don't know what happens 2 years from now, but I can guarantee you this thing's gonna be in the headlines because you know why? Because he spends his life on social media, and you hear about him all the time.
The
Yeah,
social
you could
media.
the
I'm
social
sorry. Go
media
ahead.
the social media thing has become such a cancer to sports in general. Just all in general, it's a cancer to sports in general. All the sports, because everybody does something wrong, or somebody does something that somebody else doesn't agree with, or something happens. Like you don't never know. Like you even look at the dude that just got shot and killed, shot and unalived
Yeah,
yesterday.
Charlie Kirk. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because of the stuff that he put on social media, people didn't agree when somebody came and did something to him because they didn't agree with what his life was.
Hey,
Yeah,
but
but
Juan,
I'll be hard pressed.
Charlie Kirk said that in order to have a Second Amendment, we need to have some gun violence deaths. I'm just gonna say that. So go ahead, brother.
I mean, I'd be hard pressed to just put it all on social media because social media can be good too. Like, I'll start off by saying what Mike Tyson said, right? Like, social media has provided the media for or something like that, right? The media for you to just go at somebody without getting punched in the face. So that's definitely true. You can hide behind some fake picture and a profile and just wail on somebody. I understand all that, but it can also be good. It can also promote you. It can also spread you through through people in a way that no other media can do. No other whatever platform can be capable of. So it can be good and bad. It's just that people use it generally for what I see for bad things. Like anything else. So you gotta, as a person that doesn't partake in that, you need to, like, what's the word I'm looking for? You need to, like, balance that. You don't pay too much attention. I can't say this enough. If you're a fighter, bro, or even a promoter, don't pay too much attention to the negative stuff because people are going to be negative no matter what. So you got to take that into account. Just whoever's negative, whoever's hating on you, no matter what you do, they're going to hate you no matter what, but they're going to tune in so you can use that against them. You see what I'm saying? Like they're gonna tune in to what you lose, right? No matter if you're fighting this guy or that guy or whatever. So, social media is just a tool that enables cowards to be cowards, but it's also a tool that can be used for good. So I'll be hard pressed to just put it on social media like that.
No, most
I don't know.
def.
You got people that come from social media and be like, what in the world do we like? What in the world do these people watch? What are you entertained for? I don't want to put no names out there because it's not nor business nor anything to put names out there. But you watch these dudes and you be like, bro, what are you going so hard for? It's a fighter. It's a fight. The man had an opinion. Everybody has an opinion. I don't need to agree with B3 all the time. I don't need to agree with Pudo all the time. I don't need to agree
Hmm.
with 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 Marky all the time. I don't need to agree with anybody. I can have my opinion. Y'all can have yours. But as long as we don't sit there and disrespect each other, there's no need for that. There's never
Right.
no need for that. But it's become so thing. And then when you catch somebody outside of something, you be like, "Well, wasn't you talking greasy on the internet?" And they get really scared for some reason. They'd be like, "All right, so I see you don't want to talk greasy on the internet." So it's amazing to me how I see
Nah, I
certain
see.
people.
Well, I just seen this video on Instagram. It's fun. That's one of the good things about social media. It is a great tool of entertainment, and you be getting to see like the karma from for some of these internet gangsters. I seen a girl. She was on live just talking reckless about this other lady's daughter. This other lady was the size of Respucia, kicked down her door, went into her house, and dragged this bitch the fuck about. This bitch was in her house hiding in a room. And she got dragged outside, was crying, talking about where the police? Why the police don't ever get here on time? Nah, that's one good side of social media. I get to see the
Social media
con.
has its good. It has its good and it's had its bad. I
Yeah.
Right,
just think
right.
I think when you look at it at a perspective, you see certain good that's come out of it. But when you look at it at a whole, so much bad has come out of it.
I,
You
I
know,
just I just think if more people like got, because I was talking about it with my guy AC yesterday about Trump. If during those debates, if Marco Rubio, when Trump was talking about his father, if Rubio had went across that stage and smacked the shit out of him and told him don't talk about my fucking family, I feel like we wouldn't have a lot of the bullshit we dealing with today. That's the only downside of social media. If it was some way that we could get the physical part in there for some of these disrespectful ass little niggas, I think a lot of these issues would be
Yeah,
curtailed.
that's true. I mean, I remember a time where you can just settle things like men, bro, and nobody had to call the police, and like the put on the whole fucking show that they put on, just smack the shit out of each other, and bro, that can solve a lot. That can go a long way, bro. When you see somebody and you throw hands with them, damn near probably end up friends after that, bro. Like
Exactly.
there's a respect that comes, even if you get your ass handed to you. There's a respect for stepping up that comes with that. I've had that many times with people. Actually, my
Not
best friend and I became friends after a fight. So I mean, I
And
just
hold on, Definer. Let me get in here real quick.
yeah.
My apologies for cutting you off. Appreciate everybody in building. Make sure y'all smash the like button. If you ain't followed the channel, follow the channel. We working. And I should have played this for Marky a long time ago on this live. Yeah.
I
All
just
right.
watched that movie the other day. That shit is dumb funny.
Hey, because this boy is a potty mouth. He's passionate, and I love my brother Marky, but I just had to play that for you, Mark. But nah, go ahead, Definer. Y'all keep cooking.
man, let that Korean woman ask
No,
me
that was
anything.
about
See
it.
what
That
happens.
was about it, because I remember when I was growing up, bro, if you had something to say, you had to say it. You couldn't just type or just wail on whatever platform. I'm from the 90s, so I do remember those glory days, but I think we can balance that. We can have social media, and if you say something, because otherwise, what are we gonna do? Are we supposed to just sit down and take everything you're saying? Like that seems a little bit, one sided, in my opinion. So yeah,
Well,
we
that's
need
a prereq. I'm sorry to cut you off, brother, but that's a prerequisite when God hands you your dick, bruh. You got to stand up for yourself, bruh.
exactly,
That's
exactly,
just,
exactly,
sorry to be
bro.
crude, bruh, but
No, 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 no. I love it. I love it, bro. I don't mind it at all. That's how I talk too. So you're definitely right, man. Who is that? Is that Marky or whoever?
Nah, it's
no, this is
Puro.
puro. This is puro.
Yeah, Puro, my brother. What's up, brother? Yeah, that's
Hey, how you
absolutely
doing,
right,
Irony?
bro.
How you
Puro,
doing? How
puro,
you doing?
puro.
Salute to
Hey,
the panel, man. What's going on, fellas?
My man Poodle just came in here fucking swearing. This shit is crazy.
Yeah, I just thought that you made up a great point about standing up for yourself. You can't just let
But you
shit
know what it is
slide.
though. You know what it is though. Even
Talk to
that's
me.
that's the that's the that's the that's the definition of no fatherhood. Like if you ain't had a dad or somebody that can represent as a dad to you, like you think this way. You're gonna act this certain way. You're gonna do these things a certain way. Let me fucking tell you, like you know what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure you, democracy and Puerto, we all Puerto Ricans. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we're all Puerto Ricans. We all
I'm
grew up with
Mexican, but I
yeah,
fuck
no,
with my
shit,
boricuas.
shit,
I'm
You
shit,
know.
Puerto Rican.
shit. Then the Mexicans is the worst one because you catch a fucking bofetón across the fucking neck. Like, yo, what are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? We all grew up like
I
that.
hear you, brother. I
A
hear you.
bofetón right across the neck. Like, yo, you gonna have to act right, son. Like, this is not no. You couldn't pull no bullshit with no span. Like, same thing with our color brothers. Like, we can't understand how much of a father figures just happen to have like in our lives. Like if you have a
Yeah,
father figure in your lives, bro, you can tell when somebody has their father because the way they act, the way they carry themselves, the way
That's
they,
a fact.
Absolutely.
That's a fact, bro.
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Absolutely.
But
saying?
even if you don't have a father figure in your life, bro, like life experience will teach you that,
Like
you know?
yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? But
That's facts.
it's just amazing to me. Like I had like you know, not to cut the
But
story long story
it's
short, I
way
Sorry
had
to
some
more.
cut
kid.
anybody off.
Yeah, a kid just. There was one day I was, I was in the store. I had my son. I have an 8-year old. So I'm teaching him stuff and stuff. And I'm in the grocery store. I'm chilling with him, and he's grabbing whatever he's grabbing. And I hear this like 20-year-old kid, bro, just cussing his ass off. I'm like, bro, chill out. I have my son here, and he's just going back and forth. And then he stops what he's doing, and he looks at me. He's like, oh, who the fuck? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm gonna give you one chance. Don't talk to me like that again. I'm gonna break your jaw. You know, he said it
Yeah, man.
again. I got in his face. I punched him in his face. You know what I'm saying? We got into a whole scuffle. I got kicked out the grocery store. Dude, I seen him like not even 20 minutes later at a park. I was like, bro, so what was that shit you talking now? And mind you, he's dolo. He's not with nobody else. I'm like,
Thing
what you like?
is, you only got to fuck up once. Be a little slow, be a little late, just once.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Why you cutting off my
Exactly.
brother Juan? You
I hear
talking?
you
You
guys,
talking
man. I
shit?
hear
What
you.
the
I
hell
hear
is
you.
wrong with
Salute
you,
to my brother
P3?
Juan.
But
That
you
was
know what the
perfect.
nah,
problem is,
but
bro? You know what the problem is? You can tell they've
Salute to my
never
brother
had
T
that
Hill in the
happen to
building.
them.
nah. And the thing is that nobody, everybody knows how to act like that until you get punched in your face. And you can tell when somebody gets
Yes.
punched in your face. Like, if I
Yeah.
punch you in your face, you're not gonna start respecting certain fuckers, certain dudes. But you
Yeah.
you just want to get punched in your face. That's what it is. And people want to get punched in their face, and when they get punched in their face, they want to cry about it. Oh, he punched me in my face. This is an assault. I did time for that shit. So like, you
Yeah.
telling me, you telling me because I punched you in your face, and you was talking greasy on social media, I'm doing time for you. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm not gonna keep doing this shit with y'all. That's why I just,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I don't even be on social media. I don't need to be on social media. I got a whole life, to live. So
Yeah.
this
Exactly.
whole
Facts.
this
Yes,
whole
I'm over
sir.
here
social
up
media
here on
stuff.
the top.
Nah, but Juan, you did everything right in that situation. You had every right to smack the shit out of that little nigga. What the fuck is
Well
wrong with
done,
you?
bro. Well done,
Yeah,
bro.
and it's
Nah,
sad. It's sad to see this. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't even resort to shit like this. I don't need to
But
resort
that,
to
but
shit like
that, but
this.
that's
That
what,
brother, he shouldn't have to
but
do
that's
that,
what
but
B3,
that's
but
what it
that's what we were
is.
just talking about when we just talked about some niggas got to learn through life experience when they ain't got no father and they ain't got no fucking mentor or father figure in their life.
I'm here on the
Some of
top
them niggas
floor,
need to
bros.
learn by having the shit
Yeah,
smacked
that's
out of them.
fire, Pedro.
Stop
Yeah.
cussing so
You
much.
know, it's
Good
fucking
work.
Stop being
sunny as fuck,
disrespectful.
bro.
Good stuff.
Oh, what's up? Where you at? You in
Puro.
Southern Cali?
You on mute, Pedro? You in Southern Cali or you in
Yeah, yeah. I'm in Southern California,
You
bruh.
working on a
Right
roof?
now, I'm in the border of Compton and Carson, and my mom, well, it used to be my mom's house, but yeah, I'm on the roof because I had to change this gutter and shit.
Hey T Hill, get this brother off your roof, man.
Nah, that's his rental property. He renting that out to people, dog. That ain't me, dog.
Nah, it's my
But I
sister's
did
house
grow
now,
up in
brother.
Compton,
It's my
though. I
sister's
did
house
grow up in
now.
Compton.
You know, my
Man,
sister's
salute to
house
my good
now.
brother, Pedro. Hey man, shout out to the West Coast, man. I haven't been out there in a few years. I took my ex girlfriend out there when I had graduated from ODU, and it spent too much bread. But it was fun, man. Shout out to. But when you go to LA, you gotta go to like what's the good parts of LA to go to, TL? Like if you a tourist, you gotta, what I'm saying? That's what you gotta educate the people on, cause you know, I made sure that I would.
Anaheim, Anaheim, Buena Park, Universal
Mm-hmm.
City. That's where everybody goes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got also some parts up in what's his name? Westwood. Where's that? What city is that again? Westwood.
Westwood is yeah, near the Beverly Center, right?
Yeah, yeah. Near Beverly
Yeah.
Hills. You
I
also got
see.
San Diego. San Diego is freaking fire.
How far is Stockton?
Hey,
How far is
B3.
Stockton from where y'all are at?
What,
B3, what is your
what
schedule?
for like my live show?
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Define irony is anywhere between 11 and 2, but you know. I did that because I kind of don't want to step on no toes. Sometimes the live goes a little long, but I try to get in by 11. To be honest with you,
What time is it right now where you're located?
it's 12:56. I'm on the East
Okay, same
Coast.
as me. Okay, same
Yeah.
as me. Awesome, awesome. Thank you.
hmm Yeah, of course. Now, what's good? What's going on, T Hill though? And salute to everybody that came in and the building and smashed the like button. I appreciate y'all. I just kind of wanted to come on real quick. Now since I got Define Irony in here and I got Piero Cero, I gotta ask y'all about. Well, I think I already know who Piero is picking, but Define Irony, I gotta ask you about the big fight this weekend. Uh, Bud versus Canelo. Man, what's your thoughts, man? Break it down for us and just let me know how you leaning going into the match.
I am leaning towards Bud Crawford. Um, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. The more I think about this fight, the more 50-50 I am, bro. Because yeah, I got full faith on Bud Crawford and his team. You know, they've never given me any reason to doubt them whatsoever. You can talk about his resume all you want to. That's a two-way street, actually. But I just think that Bud Crawford, in my opinion, he's going to mix it up in the fight. You know, he's probably going to start off southpaw, then he's going to probably move to orthodox. He's going to use his feet for a while, then he's going to stand up for a while. I think he's going to be the best shot Bud Crawford has to win this fight, in my opinion, is to be as unpredictable as he can be. You know, because Canelo is, yeah, he might not be the same Canelo that fought Triple G or Caleb Plant, but he's still Canelo Alvarez and he's still dropping people. He might not be knocking them out, but he's dropping them. And if you give Canelo too much of the same looks, bro, that's bad news. So if I'm Bud Crawford and I can switch stances and I have this boxing IQ and this power jab and all this, being the natural smaller man, I know that when you see them standing right next to each other, it doesn't look like Canelo's the bigger man because Canelo's always been small for that division anyway. But Canelo is used to being punched by dudes that are way bigger than Bud Crawford. And that's the big question for me. Like I'm rooting for Bud Crawford. I'm the biggest Bud fan you're gonna find. But man, it's a tough one, man. I'm going for Bud Crawford, and I think he's gonna win. Honestly, bro, I think it's gonna be a draw. I don't think they're gonna hand anybody an L in this fight. But if I'm being objective, but yeah, I got Bud Crawford. I think he's got too many tools on his toolbox. It's a tough one, bro. It's a tough one. I'm not sure. I am not sure. But
It
yeah, that's my take on it. He should give Canelo different looks and different styles and different approaches, and have Canelo not recognize his patterns and time him. You know, that's what I'm.
100%.
That's what I think. You know. Yeah.
Before I get your comments, Piero, I gotta say this: the draw right now is plus 1,400 on DraftKings. That means $100 will win you 1,400, and then I mean that's and then Crawford by decision plus 200, Canelo by decision plus 125. So, uh, the bookies, the odds makers, they definitely believe this fight is going the distance because they got Crawford plus 800 by knockout and then Canelo plus 380 by knockout. So so let me Piotr, let me bring you in on this, and then I know, and I definitely want to hear T Hill because I definitely want to know who you leaning with, T Hill, from your boxing mind. Who you got? What you thinking on this fight, Piotr?
Bud and Canelo, right?
Mm-hmm.
My original pick is Canelo in 12, but I'm kind of starting to, like, now that it's closer to fight time, I'm thinking maybe Canelo. Shit, I'm thinking maybe Canelo in like 7, bro.
Mm. Hey,
Interesting.
yeah, you speak on that. You got to break that down for a little bit. What's making you lean that way? That's OD.
Just not,
It's gonna be a
now
lot of
seeing
it's
like,
gonna be a lot of tears.
oh, no, bro. I'm going to be flip flopping because at the end of the day, like, bro, it's like what Bud is attempting to do, especially with like no, no way to gauge, like, without getting his feet wet at these higher weights is like
Yep.
damn near impossible, bro. I, I'm trying to think of anybody that's ever just kind of like went up more than one weight class and went after like literally the man. Not even Canelo did that shit because Canelo did something similar when he went up 2 weight classes and beat Kovalev, but he had already, dabbled at 168 with Fielding. He's got like like Triple G is experience, Floyd, like all these guys as experience. And don't get me wrong, like Terrence got a lot of experience, but his first foray against a dude that's like, like it's like Canelo. Like a lot of people like say, oh, Canelo fights only one way. Canelo fights only one way. No, Canelo fights the way he fights is because these guys are bigger than him, and he has to like show these guys authority in his punching power. If not, they won't respect them, and they'll just they'll model their game plan after that. With Crawford, that goes out the window. They're both the same size, So yeah, just I have to wait till the weigh-in. But when I see Bud at the weigh-in, he looks kind of big, bro. So it looks like he might be bulking up. Just because it's just, to me, it's common sense. I don't know. I'm not a pro trainer, but it's common sense. You're going up those 2 weight classes. You want to pack on a little bit of the pasta, but that slows you down. And Terrence is not known as a speed demon either. So I just want a good fight, to be honest. If I get a great fight, I don't care who wins.
Yes, I'm with you there. But if a fighter fights one way, that's not necessarily an insult or anything. It just means
no, of course not. Yeah, of course absolutely not. Yeah, but Canelo has to fight like that. And from 168 and up, he has to fight that way because he's fighting like 200-pound dudes, bro.
Exactly.
Hey T Hill, can you get in on this if you can? What's your take on the fight, man? I don't know. I don't remember you giving a pick, but if you have one, or what's your take on the breakdown?
Okay, so I want Bud to win. I'm rooting for Bud. Now, that's what I would like for happen. I think that it's more interesting when we see upsets because then you can see more fights because of the upset. That being the case, for Bud to win, I'm gonna piggyback off a lot of what Puto just got through saying. Like that's a steep climb without really testing the waters, and the only test that you really have is like dipping your feet in to see if the water's cold enough. And he did that with Madrimov. And while there's some of my contemporaries that feel like he would have masterclass against Madrimov, conventional wisdom says otherwise, man. And what you see in the ring said otherwise. So, that was Madrimov, who ironically, because of that fight, has been told of me he is better than Canelo, which is poppycock. Canelo is one of the all-time greats. Where he ranks, that's debatable. But he's definitely one of the all-time greats. In the pantheon of boxers, he is in the top portion of that. And, for good reason. He's been in there. He's tried and true. He's been, like Poto said, he's been boxing against bigger folks and holding himself accountable in that very stead. So, you got to put some respect on that. Likewise, Bud is very talented, very skilled, able to use both hands. I think that it can serve him well. And I apologize for the traffic in the background. I'm outside on the porch.
You good, Tia?
But it also can be something that gets him caught up, especially with his propensity to trade whenever getting tagged. It's boxing. You're going to get hit. And Canelo finds a way of hitting people. Now, he does have a tail, but can pick up on that. He can capitalize off that. It would be good. That being said, to win a decision, because I can't even fathom how people are saying a knockout with a man who's never tasted the canvas. He would have to effectively, and I mean clearly and definitively, win 9 rounds for a split, 10 rounds for a majority, 11 for unanimous. That's how many rounds he would have to clearly win to earn the decision. And that's been the case with Canelo. And let me say this. It's been the case with a lot of boxers. Everybody saw Pernell Whitaker pretty much take Oscar to school. However, the money was not behind Pernell Whitaker.
And Chavez too. Yep.
Chavez as well. The money was not behind. And to what Puto said, Chavez really fought one way. That one way was effective over 90 times. So, you can't just minimize people because they don't have a varied way of adjusting to styles. Then there are some who do have that and they still get hated on. So it's all dependent upon who you like and who they are in opposition or contrast to them. But that being the case, I think that Bud definitely gives a good effort. I think that he will come to fight. I think that it will be a very interesting fight. I think that how he responds to power and punching, getting punched by Canelo tells us the story. I see a decision for Canelo. I think that it would be unanimous if he wins 7 rounds. If he doesn't win 7 rounds, but say he loses 7 rounds, then it's a draw. If he loses more than that, you got a chance of seeing Crawford maybe getting a decision. But like I said, for it to be his way, he would have to definitively lose 9 rounds for a split. 10 rounds, he would have to win for a majority. And unanimous, he would have to win 11 of those 12 rounds. And that's a tall task,
Yep.
especially when the reason why we even come in to see this fight is because of Canelo. Bud offers opposition that you can kind of test, especially given the way that his last fights have played out. But let's take into consideration that when he is up, and this is ever since Mayweather, and I continuously say this, the look that he had against Mayweather still to this day probably haunts him. And he
Yeah.
gets up whenever he gets in a ring against somebody that looks like Mayweather, that got a skill set comparable to Mayweather. They thought Charlo was a test. So you saw what he did? He got in the best shape of his life. That boy came in there looking like he was on that gamma green salsa. You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact.
So I think that he views Terrence Crawford as a challenge. I think that he is preparing for a challenge, and he will be the Canelo that you saw standing up against Charlo every round and moving around and giving different looks. And I want to see how Bud responds. So, off of the sheer principle of money, the sheer principle of like consistency with the way Canelo's fights been judged, and the fact of like if he does get hit, Bud ain't gonna try to get sparked out. I don't care what anybody say. Don't nobody want to get sparked out. I think that if it goes to decision, it's gonna favor Canelo, unless he definitively lose at least 9 of those rounds.
Yeah, he got to lose them definitive, 100%. I'm in full agreement.
They're
T
gonna
Hill.
give it a draw, and I'll tell you why. Because Turkey won Hamza and Canelo.
Yeah, he did, or a rematch. Turkey like
Right,
trilogies.
right.
He like rematches. Now, I do gotta move. I do have an appointment. I gotta get my hair cut. I've been looking crazy the last couple of days, and I appreciate my brother Thomas Hill pulling up. Define Irony, Marky Dan, Juan Claudio Piero. Uh,
Good
let me.
stuff,
I
man.
gotta ask y'all one thing before we get off of here because y'all know I can't do a show topic on it, but I gotta ask my brothers real quick. The Fernando Vargas Jr. versus Callum Walsh fight. I'm excited about it. I want to do a little more film study. I want to pick Fernando Vargas Jr. I want to see him win. I love the Vargas dynasty and uh, the Fernando Vargas Sr. at the head of the family. It's just a beautiful thing to see. So I'm really rooting for him. Now, let me ask y'all this: do y'all see that fight either way? Have y'all seen enough of Callum or enough of Fernando to
I
kind of see
haven't.
who's gonna win?
I haven't.
You haven't? Okay.
I haven't seen enough of Callum. I
Okay.
have seen enough of Fernando. What I will say about that fight, it's a lineage fight. So you know that
Yeah.
whenever there's a lineage fight or whenever there's boxing royalty, and you're talking about bloodlines that have big impacts on the sport, they fight with a deeper sense of pride. We saw that with
Yeah.
Conor and Chris
Human.
Eubanks.
Yeah.
You saw how much passion and how much fervor they put into that fight. You saw a man deplete himself, but get everything he had. You saw
Mhm.
another man rise above the occasion because I thought he was going to get sparked. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a big Conor Ben fan.
I
I'm more,
do
Yeah,
too.
me neither. Not at all.
but
I'll say this.
Oh, go ahead. I'll
I'll say
finish.
this. I'll say this real quick. The co-main event should be Lester Martinez and Christian Mbili. That's all I gotta say.
So they moved out. They moved Fernando and Callum to co-main.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I heard. Yep,
because of
Wow,
because of
that's nasty
legacy.
word.
that's a
No,
big
not
deal though.
really. Because like I said, you gotta. So I know this is an unsavory talking point, but Turkey and the bag. So now Turkey's been giving out the bag to certain fighters. Not all fighters are getting the bag, but certain fighters are. But in the process of putting on these fights, he's been spending a whole lot of money with promotions and buying up airtime, and he ain't been seeing return on profit. They're trying to bank on the fact that we can sell this bloodline fight. Like this is a fight because we saw it with Conor Ben and freaking Chris Eubanks. Like that fight, I don't care what nobody say. To this date, I believe that fight was fight of the year. That's a hell of a fight. And it had
One hundred
everything
percent.
you would want. So I think they're using that as the crest of what they're trying to build on to segue to the fight with Canelo and Bud, because they want to make sure people tune in. So you sell the bloodline, you sell the royalty, you sell the lineage. And I believe that, with that comes them going in the ring and putting on, quote unquote, for their city or for their people. Like my father gave everything to this sport. I got to give everything to this match. I can't let them down. So the one thing I will say about Fernando Sr. was a tremendous prospect. He was a tremendous talent. He was a tremendous champion. He was moved the incorrect way. They threw him to the wolves, so to speak, and he was able to eat amongst them wolves for a long time until it caught up to him. I think with his sons, they're doing it the right way because they don't want them to miss out on big opportunities to capitalize on what can be a lucrative sport if you have the people's eye. So they're trying to move them in a certain way. He has heart like his dad, unquestionably. That dog that was in his dad is in him. I just
I
don't
never
believe.
liked Fernando Vargas, to be honest with you. I never liked him. I hear what you said. The Dan Eubank thing is a little different because their parents fought each other like 2 or 3 times, and it was an amazing fight
Agreed.
and everything. And then to me, Emiliano is the best Vargas. Is the
Oh,
best of the Vargas.
by far.
Yeah.
He's the closest thing to Pops. I was getting there. But what I'm saying is that, no matter what, it's still a boxing family versus a boxing family. So you're taking the best of one demographic all the way over there. So they bring their fans with them. Their fans will support them, especially when they're fighting quote unquote other fan bases, especially the fan bases of Mexico and America. So they're gonna come to see the fight. They're gonna tap in to see the fight because they believe in supporting their fighters. And that's why it's so big. And then you take in the fact that this man is Mexican. They have a fighting spirit. And on top of that, his dad's name is on the line. They fight for that name. Everything they do is, you notice how close knit they are. So it's gonna be a banger because he's gonna go in there and try to bang him and knock him out. And Callum ain't trying to back down neither. So this is gonna be it's actually gonna be a hell of a fisticuffs. And something to segue into the fight to try to set the tempo, so to speak. So make sure you go up, because remember, no Tom and Jerry is the mantra for your boy. No Tom and Jerry. So he's putting in Billy Martinez, no Tom and Jerry. That's going to be a slobber knocker. Mm-hmm. Now we're putting in this fight because this fight right here is bridging not only two gaps of fighters and two different demographics and regions, but it's also bridging the gap between family, boxing royalty, so to speak. So I think that they're doing this strategically to try to get these people to give us a main event that we gonna remember. That's how I believe they're setting it up. I don't know much about Callum, but I do know he's a tough as nails fighter. I do know he goes in there and he looks to handle his business and get people up out of there. I do know.
And if you look at this a little closer, bro, like Emilio and Martinez, one guy's from Canada, the other guy's from Guatemala. I mean, and you look at Vargas and Callum Walsh, so I can see why they moved it, and it's an unfortunate thing, but it is the truth.
But yeah, man, I mean,
I'm with y'all, and I know my.
Yep.
No, go ahead, B3. Cook.
Well, I don't know. My audio is probably about to go out. I'm moving around. How I'm coming through right now?
You coming through crispy like that rice?
Hey, well, let me say this, because I'm about to go into a barber appointment, man. Listen, I appreciate y'all for pulling up. I thank you for everybody that supported through viewership and smash the like button and follow the channel B3 Picks TV. We working. I want to shout out to all my brothers in the Sports Talk Network, my brothers in the JBT, the YouTube boxing community. We working. And listen, Define Irony, a great brother, always pulling up, always showing love, and I always get to chop it up with you on Cash Sports. And you know my
Yes,
brother
sir.
T Hill. He MT Hills. He's a great man. He always love. So I just wanted to come on real quick. I wish I could do more, but whatever. My barber. When you on somebody else's time, they'll. So I tried to schedule a 10:30. His earliest appointment 10:30 a.m. And when I do it through the app, and it's a pre-authorization. So I called around 9:45. I was like, yo, he'd haven't kind of confirmed, I just want to make sure, you was, cutting the day or whatever. He said, you're not supposed to call. You'll get a response in a second. And I was like, okay, he's a grown. I'm not gonna disrespect the brother. I need my hair cut, and I got it. My hairline is all messed up, so I can't go to anybody. So I'm beholden to the brother. I ain't gonna lie to you. So so then he pushed my appointment to 1:30. So I kind of got to take it on the chin because I ain't cut my own hair. But
Yeah.
I mean that's hey, that comes with the territory. You can't cry over spilled milk for one, and for two, uh, at the end of the day, I just got to suck it up and deal with it. But it kind of messed up my schedule because I kind of wanted to get cut up at 10:30, then come back on live and kick it with the guys and chop it up. But put me in a bad mood. I ain't eating nothing today, so I'm real aggressive. Salute to my brother Free. Appreciate you pulling up Free. Free. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna actually do a live. Matter of fact, you live tonight at 6:30, right? I think Free moving around. I think he in the kitchen right now. But Free will be live today at
Yeah. I'm
6:30.
live. I'm live at 6:30 today.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna work, and I'm gonna come, and I'm gonna support with my brother Free on his live. So make sure y'all subscribe to D Free Sports. We're gonna be talking about the big game,
Is
Washington
that
versus the
gonna be
Packers
on
tonight.
DVO or in your own
It's
channel?
it's gonna be on D Free Sports.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So D Free, he has his own channel where he talks sports, but mostly football. He's a big Commanders fan, so we're gonna be covering the game tonight on the Thursday night football game. So that's gonna be exciting. So I'm looking forward to that matchup. Micah Parsons against Jaden Daniels. I mean, that's pay per view worthy. But
I'm a Cowboys guy, so I don't know how I'm gonna be received there. But
oh,
hey.
listen, our brother Dub right side is a Cowboys fan. It's so many Cowboys fans. You don't got to worry. You'll have company, and we all friends. So
Hey,
we
we
gonna
we
kick it.
we we, we throw the criticism around evenly when it comes to the
Yeah,
Cowboys and the Eagles and the
Okay, I
Giants.
appreciate that.
yeah.
Because I'm an Eagles
That's a
fan.
I gotta
fact.
ask. I gotta ask.
That's
Nah,
my
definitely.
no. I rocks with the Eagles, but I'm not your
Oh shit.
typical Eagles fan, bro. I'm not a disrespectful one. I'm plus, like you
Yeah,
said, I recognize that. Hell, there's a
yeah,
lot
and
that the Cowboys have done as a franchise that shit. I wish my franchise would have done. So I can't really stand for Washington. They've got so much lineage. It's kind of tough to see them when they were going through their downtimes, but they feel like they got some sunshine again. So
yep, that's good.
Yeah.
In the
Hey,
form of Jaden Daniels and JMC.
and Jaden
yeah.
Daniels is from out where I'm at. He out this way
Yeah.
from home. So
At B3, you saw JCM got the rookie of the week.
Oh, I ain't see that, but I figured he would. That boy, he gonna be a future star in the making.
Yeah, he got offensive rookie of the week.
hey, shout out to the higher standard, Doug. He up in the chat. He said we cooking all Cowboy fans respectfully to Doug.
And salute to my brother Bentley, man. Always showing. I appreciate you, Bentley. Hey, well, listen, we gonna be back this evening on D Free Sports, so make sure y'all pull up on us. And then right after that, I'm sure BVO Sports TV he'll be live as well. So we gonna have a full night. I appreciate everybody pulling up, and as y'all can say, and always remember, let's go green. Salute to my brothers, man.
Peace.
All right, is you motherfuckers finished? Y'all finished? You silly motherfuckers. You got to be soldiers, all right? Soldiers. Not clowns, goddammit. Drive, and you shut the fuck up.